Hello everyone, this is your host, Anima, and this is the Scuffed stream of the Semifinals match between NA Team 4, the Sombruhs, and NA Team 16, the Night Owls. Now, both of these teams have just looked really strong. They've gone through undefeated in the group stages and so far in their matches, and I am really excited to see where we go for it today. In about 1 minute, I will be introducing the teams, and then we'll get started in the matches. Alright, so first of all, here's a disclaimer. This stream is not, in fact, a stream, but actually a recording after the fact because of conflict with Overwatch League matches. So, this is a recording, it's all edited, and of course there are some spoilers because everyone knows who already wins this matchup, because one of them goes to become the finalists. Now, here we have the lineup for the Sombruhs coming up in just a minute. On the main tank, we have Plays for Cheese, known for his Reinhardt and Winston play. Peachy, known for her Diva play on the off tank. For the DPS, we have J Repa and MLG Kachiga, who are both extremely good DPS players with very high burst impact. You'll see them often on the Echo and on the Junkrat. For the supports, we have Wicked Moment, who's subbing in for Blueburb, and Token, who's the notorious Lucia player. For the Night Owls, we have Kayro on the main tank with a whopping Reinhardt hammer, BTKilla on the off tank, known for the Sigma and Zarya, Black Draken, the Pharaoh one-trick, Jumpy Lion with a phenomenal Soldier 76, Sadok with the Mercy and Moira with absolute power, and then last but not least, we have Deadly Kitten, who is very lethal on the Batiste. So I look forward to seeing all these players bring their absolute best to these matches.
Ready for battle.
Now, it looks like we'll be running the classic comps from the Night Owls here with their Zarya, Reinhardt, Soldier 76, Pharah, Mercy, and Baptiste. They just started running this comp 1 day ago, I believe, from what I've heard from their team and coach. While on the side of the Sombruhs, we'll see Peachy and Plays for Cheese in their normal picks, but J-Repa and MLG Kachiga will actually be on the Sim and the Reaper. Otherwise, their comp is normal, but it looks like they'll be teleporting onto point. We see them place down the teleporter in the top window and go straight for the control. Now, we'll have to see how the Night Owls handle this. We see Black Draken circling around to the side, while the rest of the team is poking at the doors. It looks like the turrets are set up, and it doesn't seem like there's any traction that's going to be happening. They're going to have to commit a lot harder to get some ground. You see some pressure coming out from Plays for Cheese and MLG Kachiga on the front line. Oh, and Kayro goes down to that aggression from the Reaper. And we actually see a window Baptiste from Deadly Kitten. It doesn't look like it's going to get much, though. It seems like Night Owls is just going to bide their time as they wait for the respawns from their main tank. We'll have to see how they're going to try and approach this point now. Black Draken pops the barrage, and Slurch pops the attack visor, but it doesn't look like they're going to be getting much. Jumpy Lion just is not finding that traction that he's looking for. Black Draken moves in close on the point, leaving the Mercy there, but just nothing's happening. We see the ults come out from J-Repa and Wicked Moments. Picks are coming through now. It's looking kind of mixed. We have Place for Cheese taking out Kayro, but Black Draken got a pick of his own on Token. No point presence is really coming in for the Night Owls yet. J-Repa does find BTKilla in the moment here, and it looks like Night Owls is going to have to back off. Now, we do see the Death Blossom online and the Shatter online from the Sombruhs, but on the Night Owls side, they have the Window that was just used, and the Graviton Surge and a Shatter of their own. They're almost reaching Barrage and 2. Kayro goes for the Shatter. Looks like it clips a few people. MLG Kachiga hits the Death Blossom, gets a couple of kills, but Black Draken gets a kill on J-Repa and some damage from the Barrage. It doesn't look like it had the impact they were looking for, but nonetheless, the kills seem to be going towards the side of the Night Owls. MLG Kachiga is trying to stall out on point, but it's just not happening on that Reaper. Token is wall riding around, looking for the stall. But it looks like this is going to be a fight win for the Night Owls, so we'll have to see how the Sombras are going to try and re-enter the point here. Night Owls are moving in close on the doors. We have Kayro and BTKilla watching the close-up, as we have Black Draken going for the overhead. Looks like the Sombras are actually going to be coming out the top, which is a pretty nifty rotation for trying to break this choke. Teleport straight onto the point again, so they do have that point control. That might be a lethal slip-up on the side of the Night Owls. We'll have to see which direction the picks go. It doesn't look like Place for Cheese found anything out of that ultimate, and J-Repa's Symmetra barrier seems like he'll be getting a lot more value here. He's popping off on the turrets. MLG Kachiga hitting up some of that cleanup. Surely enough, Sombras just come out here with an overwhelming performance on the night market stage of Lijiang Tower.
Ready for battle.
It looks like from the team compositions and previews that we might be getting some of the same styles of comps here. Doesn't look like either side is willing to make any changes right now. Definitely justified for Team NA4, the Sombras, after that destructive appearance in the night market stage. So we'll be seeing them roll out on the Symmetra again. We'll have to see if the Night Owls have some sort of plan to counteract this, because right now, it just does not look like they have an idea of how they're going to work against this composition. We have the Night Owls rotating through right. Black Draken gets an early pick on J-Repa. We'll have to see if the Night Owls can take advantage of that. However, it doesn't look like they're getting much traction or moving out to the point. Black Draken gets another pick on Wicked Moment from the flank, and Kayro takes out his counterpart, Place for Cheese. And yeah, now the picks are coming in for the Night Owls, and it looks like they'll be getting first point control. We're having a little bit of stall from the Reaper and D.Va, but it doesn't look like we're going to be getting any solid hold from the Sombras despite their early point control. My guess is that they will be teleporting in probably the same manner. Oh, it looks like they might be taking a rotation to the left, so they're not going to go straight across this time. They have to close this distance though, because they're probably, yeah. So they teleport straight onto the window. We see a Shatter come out from Kayro that hits a decent amount of people, and the window come out from Deadly Kitten. And on the Barrage from Black Draken, we see a lot of ults here come out from the Night Owls. And surely enough, they get the cleanup and the picks. We'll have to see though if they will be regretting that later when they only have the Graviton Surge and the Attack Visor though to counteract 4 or 5 ults potentially on the side of the Sombras. Draken cuts off MLG Kachiga during the rotation, so it looks like that's going to buy some more time for the Night Owls. You might be seeing some spawn camping come out here. It looks like they'll try to do so. We'll have to see how the enemy team reacts to this. Okay, they go and give him enough protection to get back with the team. So now we see Sombras moving in through white as the Night Owls look. We see a teleporter onto the point. We see ults come out from MLG, Kachiga, and Plates for Cheese, and Wicked Moments. So it does not. Okay, Night Owls invested Attack Visor to no avail, but they did keep the Graviton Surge. However, Sombruhs do take easy points, and now they have that control. We see a Symmetra wall and a sound barrier online for them. However, in terms of damage ults, they're a little on the weaker side here. We see the Night Owls pushing in here. We'll have to see how fast they're going to try and engage here. We see Black Dragon taking the flank again. We see another shatter from Kayro. Does not look like it's getting too much, but we see the picks definitely coming through from the Night Owls. Black Dragon uses the barrage. I wonder if that was necessary. However, no, it's final fight, so they can use all they need. The teleporter, the teleporter though, they're just leaking members. The Sombruhs are just leaking members onto the points, and this could be lethal if the Night Owls don't get it under control. They have to destroy the teleporter. We see PG coming out for the stall again here, and MLG Kachiga even getting a pick on a couple of people. But then we do see some more ults coming out from the Night Owls. It looks like they might finally be dealing with that teleporter, but yeah, the cleanup should be able to be handled with the Attack Visor. And it seems like this is probably going to go the way of the Night Owls, despite the valiant efforts from the Sombruhs to contest that point. One more ultimate from Kayro will seal the deal against MLG Kachiga. We see the Diva Bomb come out in a desperation attempt from Peachy, but it's not going to get any ground, and the last points are ticking. Teleporter comes up, the Sombruhs are not able to touch.
Score 1-1. Ready for battle.
I was really impressed by the Night Owls' work to control the angles on that bunker comp there. They have not changed their comp yet, but it makes me wonder because, yeah, okay, so we see some swaps for a close range comp using Reaper and Mei and Moira here on this point. We see a pretty similar comp still on the side of the Sombras, except swapping out that Metro for the Junkrat. J-Repa's notorious Junkrat. Now, we do see the Lucia Moira from both teams, so they'll both be running up to meet in white. We'll have to see the Mei walls. We see an aggressive Mei wall come out from Black Dragon, and it looks like it might be getting... No, there's all the damage landing, but no kills. And then we see Token actually finish off the Reinhardt on the side of the Night Owls, and Jumpy Lion and BTKilla, though, have something to say about it. They're going in, and they have found 2 kills on J-Rep and Plates for Cheese, and Black Dragon cleans up MLG Kachiga, and it's all Night Owls right now in the kill feed. We do see them pushing up to try and hold the choke here. We'll have to see how that goes, because that Junkrat could be just absolutely dangerous. He has already a 50% ult charge. We see pretty even ult charge, actually, which suggests that the fight was a little scrappier than it looked like. Sombras rush in, with Maywall does not seem to catch anyone from the side of the Night Owls. MLG Kachiga getting some serious damage on the points. Mei is freezing the Diva Peachy, and we see the Wicked Moment using her Coalescence, and it looks like that's going to be all the cleanup they need. MLG Kachiga getting all the cleanup, cleaner than Mr. Scrubby Bubbles himself. And that's just a clean sweep for the Sombras. They'll be moving up, trying close off the doorway here into the spawn area. Draken tries to buy them some space, but we see the shatter come out from Plates for Cheese, counteracted by the sound barrier from Deadly Kitten. And nothing happens besides the trade of a couple of ultimates, a small scuffle. An ultimate came out from Jumpy Lion, but there was nothing, and then J-Repa just rolls in with this tire. This man's a monster. He found the BTKilla and Deadly Kitten, which are key picks, and then MLG Kachiga catches Kayro a little out of position. And now the Night Owls have to back off. They're staggering in here. Looks like they'll do that. I would say we need to look out for the Death Blossom here from MLG Kachiga, but then we also have almost full ultimates from the Night Owls that they'll be wielding as they go into the point here. We'll have to see how they use them. Like we're just having some waiting and posturing from both teams here. J-Repa does catch Deadly Kitten, and that's brutal. That's another 10% probably on the point at least. J-Repa is so good at catching these people out of position with his Junkrat. We do see the Maywall come out to buy some time here. It looks like we're using the Coalescence here from Sadok on the side of Night Owls, and Jumpy Lion just rolls onto the point. They use the Blizzard too, a counter Coalescence from Wicked Moment, and now the kills look to be coming in from the side of the Night Owls here, all in their favor. J-Repa does manage to get a revenge kill on BTKilla, but dies to Kayro right after. However, because they do not have the off-tank, it does not look like the Night Owls will be able to stuff the choke, or perhaps they're just not willing to after their defeats there when the aggression from the Sombruhs came through. However, the Sombruhs have 5 ultimates here to 1, maybe 2 or 3 on the side of the Night Owls. It's all on Kayro's Shatter. I would say the eyes are all on the Reinhardts here, actually, because it could set up huge plays for... Oh, we see the Death Blossom come in from MLG Kachiga, and the Shatters come out from both sides. We just see these ults coming out and being leveraged by both teams. 4 ultimates on the side of the Sombras. We see as many as the Night Owls have coming out, but it doesn't... She uses the self-destruct. Doesn't look like it's catching anyone. Kills are still fairly even. Teams are both a little limited on members. Black Dragon finds space for Cheese as Peachy finds BTKilla. The point does flip in favor of the Sombras though. A Blizzard from Black Dragon comes out and zones out the point, but I don't know if they'll be able to get the flip when they have the Coalescence up from Wicked Moment and still have Peachy on the D.Va, such a durable hero. J-Repa goes down to Jumpy Lion, but his Death Mines catch Black Dragon as he backs into them. And the Scrub Cup without scrubs, Peachy managed to find Jumpy Lion, and this looks like it's going in the favor of the Sombras now here. BTKilla drops real low, and Place for Cheese picks up Deadly Kitten, so now MLG Kachiga and Place for Cheese are just brawling it out on point, and the win goes on this round to the Sombras once again in a scrappy fight. I'm going to be honest, I feel like the Sombras just have a much better grasp of this close range brawl. They showed it on the first map with the Symmetra and Reaper, and they will probably be looking to leverage that again. Meanwhile, while the Night Owls looked very strong on it, it looked like more of a side thing than their main concentration. We do see the mirror comps coming out again. It makes me wonder if, once again, if there's a plan from the side of the Night Owls here, because they took the same comp onto this point before, not knowing that there would be running a Symmetra from the side of the Sombras, but now you should expect it. So it makes me wonder if how they're going to try and counter it. D.Va is zoning out Black Dragon right now on the left flank as the Night Owls move in from the right, through white side. And we have the point control from the Sombras here, an early immortality from Deadly Kitten. However, the kills are all in the favor of the Sombras as MLG Kachiga and Place for Cheese find picks on some key members, namely the Batiste and the Reinhardt of the Night Owls. BTKilla also goes down, and same with Jumpy Line, and it's all clean up from there. So we do have point control from the side of the Sombras, and we'll have to see if there's a plan to handle it. Peachy suicides, potentially because of remacking. However, that could be a key mistake as the fight's beginning. Black Dragon finds Token using the barrage. It doesn't look like any other picks are coming in through yet. Black Dragon finds another pick on J-Repa, and we see the Coalescence come out from Wicked Moment and the fight and pressures the Pharah. We see Place for Cheese and Kayro brawling it out in their separate zones. Place for Cheese and MLG Kachiga are way deep, but MLG Kachiga finds 3 with the Death Blossom. That is huge. Black Dragon, Kayro, and Sadok are still looking to clean up these squishies here. We see the Shatter come out from Kayro. That could be a mistake. J-Repa is all on the cleanup here, and Peachy is just not dying. Point stays in the favor of the Sombras, and that was a pretty costly fight from both sides. We don't see that many ultimates on the board. We see this Raj and East Window, and the Attack Visor, potentially a Graviton Surge also from the Night Owls. So Night Owls seem to be in the better position in terms of ult economy here. We see the Window come out, and the Attack Visor, and the Barrage, and the Symmetra Wall. Beeline finds Peachy out of the mech. No other picks are coming through yet. Reinhardt's are brawling it out. J-Repa finds Kayro, and some Shatter picks come out from Place for Cheese, a key pick on the Zarya. Black Dragon and Sadok are still brawling it out as the farmer senior point, but it doesn't look like they're going to be able to touch. Sadok dies to a Fire Strike from Place for Cheese as MLG Kachika cleans up Black Dragon. Kayro and Deadly Kitten and Jumpy Lion are going in for one last recontest, but they cannot touch the point, and this is all over. The Sombras win map 1 of the semifinals here in a dominant fashion. After a brief break, we'll be right back in the action as we go into map 2, which I do hear will be King's Row, the notorious scrims map.
Now entering ready for battle.
We are now entering the streets of King's Row here in our match between NA4 and NA16. So it looks like from the Sombras, we'll be seeing their classic Eva Reinhardt tank line with a Junkrat Reaper, Moira, and Lucio. This is very similar to what they ran on control center points of Lijiang Tower. Meanwhile, on the Night Owls, we might be seeing a Widowmaker, but it looks like they're swapping the Zarya for the Sigma. No, okay, so we're seeing the same Pharah and the same comp, except with Sigma instead of the Zarya. Night Owls are rolling out through the gates here and taking positioning by the statue, pressuring with the Pharah from above. It looks like they might have had knowledge that the Sombras would be running this short-range comp. Mr. Cheese charges in. This could be a fatal mistake. He took tons of damage there. And Token destroys the Immortality Field that went out from Deadly Kitten. Plays for Cheese, though, is punished for that aggression. At the same time, MLG Kachika punishes Kayro. And the fight is still very even. Wicked Moment comes out with an early Coalescence here. Black Dragon already has the Barrage, but Eva is going to be pressuring him and really disabling that. Jumpy Lion finds a pick on Token, though, which is just the opening. The Barrage comes out, takes out a lot of damage against Wicked Moment and Peachy, which BTKilla and Kayro finish off. Sadok finds J-Repa, the Mercy, going aggressive here. And this is a very fast point A capture by the Night Owls. Sombras have looked really strong on King's Row in several of their matches, but they just crumbled on point A there, so we'll have to see how they're going to plan on trying to hold the second points in the streets phase. For now, it just looks like posturing and poking. We're going to see some ultimates coming online soon. We actually see 4 online from the Night Owls. Mr. Cheese pushing out that corner. Black Dragon dropping a little low from some poke damage thanks to this Peachy. One of the Reinhardt's barriers is strike. Kayro goes for a huge shatter, followed up by the attack visor by Jumpy Lion. We get a return shatter from Place for Cheese that just puts everyone on the Night Owls on their backs and just takes back the point. After the pick on Kayro, the Night Owls are looking like they're just going to choose to back up. Looks like we might have MLG Kajir going around on a flank. Batiste from the Night Owl side puts down the window, and Black Dragon finds J-Repa somewhere on the streets and then pops the barrage. Finds place for Cheese and Peachy. Nothing out of the Death Blossom from MLG Kachiga. And this is 3 members of the Sombruhs down, and Streets phase is completely open up to the end. And the Night Owls still have almost 4 minutes on the clock. This is a speed run of King's Row so far. Kayro and BTKilla really pushing up aggressively here, trying to keep that gate closed. BTKilla actually finds Wicked Moment, which is another stagger that's going to force the Sombruhs back. The cart reaches the point just for 5 minutes. J-Repa comes out with the tire early and finds Kayro. Peachy using that momentum, and MLG Kachiga now on the Echo finds BTKilla and Jumpy Line respectively. They're taking the high ground and really aggressively pushing the spawns of the attacking team here. We're gonna have to see how the Night Owls want to push in on this third point in the factory stage. See the Coalescence come out from Wicked Moments. Doesn't look like it's getting much, but it does enable some sustain and aggression. Draken now on the Echo goes down to place for Cheese after being trapped in a Junker Trap, but Jumpy Line finds 2 with his Tac Visor. MLG and Kachiga and Token down. Peachy finds Jumpy Line, and Sadok reses Black Draken. J-Repa does find Sadok immediately after, though. Black Draken finds place for Cheese and J-Repa in the back. So now it looks like the Night Owls are going to keep control of this cart. However, they only have 4, and their only healer on the cart right now is their Batiste. So we're going to have to see this respawn advantage from the Sombruhs could be absolutely critical here and shut down the entire offense. He throws in the bomb, does catch Sadok in the backline, so the healer is down. Wicked Moment finds BTKilla, and Token takes out Kayro. So we're going to see Black Dragon suicide in the pit, and then it's just an easy wipe for the Sombruhs here. You have the Junkrat Tire as their one ultimate, though, for this next stage. Well, on the side of the Night Owls, they have Echo Transformation, the Mercy Valkyrie, and the Shatter. So this could have been a mistake to use all those ultimates there. Black Dragon is taken down by J-Repa. Deadly Kitten does find MLG Kachiga, though, so Echo's down for both sides. Sadok does get the res, though, with the Mercy advantage on Black Dragon, and the Night Owls are going to push this. We see a transformation into a Diva, and Kayro moving in aggressively. Does not land too much with the Shatter, but takes out Peachy on the Shatter. You see that Diva Bomb come in from Black Dragon, doesn't catch anyone. J-Repa does get a tire kill on Kayro, though, with the retest. Night Owls are fighting frantically, but cleanup is just coming in all over with MLG Kachiga just all over. Someone needs to stop this man. He just cleaned up the rest of the Night Owls team here. Now, while the Night Owls did use 2 ults of their own here, they now have 3. While on the side of the Sombruhs, we're seeing the Diva Bomb, the Transform, and potentially Sound Barrier. It's all going to be on the Echo. Night Owls are moving in. They have good high ground control here with Echo. Chi and Place for Cheese playing very aggressively on the cart. Could be a little dangerous with the amount of damage they're taking. The Tac Visor comes out from Jumpy Line. It's responded to with the Sound Barrier from Token. Window from Deadly Kitten doesn't seem to get much here. MLG Kachiga does take out his counterpart in Black Dragon, and then Sadok goes down to J-Repa as Sadok goes for a res. Looks like it's just easy cleanup for the Sombruhs now, and a lot of the momentum is now gone from the side of the Night Owls. They're just going to have to fall back. Now what came in as a 5-minute start on this third point now is burnt down to only 1 minute and 20 seconds. We see almost a full ult bank from the side of Sombruhs, and about half of the ultimates on the side of Night Owls. So we'll have to see how the Night Owls are going to want to try and and work with this. The Echo's spamming away at each other's front lines, and the Reinhardt's posturing up for this aggression, but no engagement yet. We see the Echo from the Sombruhs, MLG Kachiga, transform into that Reinhardt, and he's going in aggressively, but he's not finding anything thanks to the Immortality Field by Deadly Kitten. BTKilla actually finds place for G somewhere in that Ruckus, and a huge shatter from Kayro lands 4 members of the Sombruhs down on their feet. And now we see Night Owl surging forwards with this aggression. MLG Kachiga does find a pick that is later rezzed on Kayro. Jumpy Line finds MLG Kachiga in turn though with his attack visor. Plays for Cheese, takes out Jumpy Line, but Kayro and Black Draken are hitting this cleanup with the transform. A tire comes out from J Repa, destroyed, and he is taken out. And it looks like the Gravitic Flux from BTKilla will probably be cleaning this up. Kayro is swinging at the Hammond. We're seeing desperate stall come out from the Sombras, including a Diva Bomb, but the picks are just not there despite the respawn advantage. The Night Owls are all over this cart and swinging at the fences. Token is going out for some desperate play too, but the place for Cheese on this ball just is not having enough impact. We see another shatter come out from Kayro, but still all the kills are in the favor of the Night Owls. There hasn't been a single kill for the Sombras here. The valiant stall though into overtime. Kayro though just finds 2 of them just with that hammer and runs over PG as well at the end. Repa goes down. Token is one more time stalling, but he also goes down to Kayro's mighty hammer swings, and that just closes out this final point of King's Row for the attack on the side of the Night Owls. They came out here looking very strong, slowed down a little bit on the factory stage on 3rd points, but as a whole, very solid performance from the Night Owls. We'll have to see how the Sombras are going to respond to this. It makes me wonder though, because the performance from the Night Owls was not nearly as effective on this comp on that Lijiang Tower map. It makes me wonder if they were just caught off guard by the Symmetra strats, and had no idea how to deal with it. Because right now, Sombra is just like really dedicated on this Junkrat Reaper. They're looking to choose it for the offense again, even knowing that there might be a Ferris still on the side of Night Owls. However, it looks like they will not be opting to do the Ferret actually. Black Draken will be on the Mei, as we see the rest of the team still on their signature picks of Sigma, Reinhardt, Soldier, Moira, or Moira is actually a swap in for the Mercy, and Deadly Kitten on the BAP.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Attackers incoming. Defend objective A.
We're seeing the 2 teams posturing up here at the statue. A lot of spam damage coming in from the main soldier right at the start. They could be burning this shield that Plays for Cheese has very quickly. He's rotating around the statue. And the early Maywell from Black Draken comes out. It's not able to catch anyone though due to a small gap. Kayro has to back off now after that aggression. And it looks like the Sombras will be pushing slowly but surely onto point here. They're cut off by the Maywell once again. But the team is able to circumvent and rescue Plays for Cheese. He finds Black Draken, J Repa finds Sadok, and the kills are definitely just going for the Sombras as quickly as the Night Owls took it down in their attack round. The Sombras are doing it in turn. Jumpy Lion finds Plays for Cheese, and there's still a couple members left from the Night Owls, but it does not look like they'll be recontesting here. It looks like the Night Owls will be playing back by the bookstore here and giving the archway up to Sombras because of the respawns. J-Repa pops the tire, it's going just through main and through the bookstore. Chasing down the Night Owls, but it's taken down before it hits its target. However, Night Owls have lost a lot of ground. They pop a Baffle to try and take some ground, but then they just run past it and leave it behind. They take bookstore corner again, and it looks like they're going to take this brawl. BTKilla hits a huge gravitic flux, followed up by Jumpy Lion's attack visor. Wicked Moment uses her coalescence in turn, but all the kills are coming out from Black Dragon and Jumpy Lion on that attack visor. And the cleanup is just all here from the Night Owls, and they now have that archway choke that the Sombruhs fought so hard to prevent the team from taking. You see some spam and staging here, some small poke. Kayro is just saying no to Place for Cheese here as Place for Cheese is trying to come through this choke. Kayro is playing the corner so well. No composition switches here though. You see the bomb shatter combo potentially coming out from the Sombruhs. We do see the shatter. We see a coalescence from Sadok. Kayro and Jumpy Line finding the kills though in the alleyways. A beat comes out from Token, but it might just be too late. BTKilla similarly uses his Death Blossom, but BTKilla just absorbs tons of it with the Kinetic Grasp. Kayro charges in, finds the pick on Token. BTKilla almost equalizing this fight though, and it looks like it might go in the favor of the Sombruhs. Blizzard comes out from Black Dragon, but it's eaten by Peachy. That is a huge play. It looks like despite all that valiant efforts, the Sombruhs are going to be taking the cart here and rolling it up to the end of Streets phase. Now we do see 5 members, almost 6 of Night Owls ready to recontest at this last area of the Streets phase though, so it could be a fight here. It does look like they'll take it. They pop the Baptiste window and it's forcing back the Sombruhs to play passive. Looks like they're just going to choose to wait it out. Kitten looking to check that Junkrat, who then rotates around the back. It looks like JRepa might be going for a flank tire as the rest of his team pushes through main. We see both of the ults come out on the DPSs. JRepa's tire is taken out. Black Dragon finds Place for Cheese. And we see Wicked Moment popping that coalescence, but just being walled out, literally and metaphorically, as the Sombruhs are forced to just walk back. Place for Cheese is coming back though, and they're going to be going at it again. Jumpy Line is down actually, which could be really critical loss of DPS. Kayro does not find anyone with Shatter, and the Sombruhs are playing super aggressive here. BTKilla gets a very large flux on 3 of the members, and another Shatter comes in from Place for Cheese. But I don't know if it was necessary. The kills are all in the favor of Sombruhs though, as Pichu finishes off Deadly Kitten, and almost the whole team of the Night Owls has been wiped now. Not seeing any compositional swatches. BTKilla could be making big work with this Death Blossom, and Pichu could be making huge plays with the Diva Bomb. Actually, they have 4 ultimates versus approximately 3. And this is looking very in favor of the Sombruhs. They have almost 3 minutes left. So not as vast of a time bank as the Night Owls came in with their attack, but still a very, very dangerous amount of time. See attack visor come out on the flank from Jumpy Line. It doesn't seem to find anything though. Black Dragon does find BTKilla though. That was a pretty critical ult on the Death Blossom, and Black Dragon also follows up with a Blizzard that it looks like the Sombruhs are able to back out of, and they're just going to go for the reset. Black Dragon does take out JRepa though in the process. Looks like we're just going to see a full reset from the Sombruhs here on Kings Row point 3. Start posturing up here. See an early window come out from Deadly Kitten that's going to be zoning out the cart area. It's going to really put a lot of pressure on Place for Cheese's shield, but Sadok is actually taken out by straight mines from JRepa. Place for Cheese goes for the long distance charge that manages to clip Kayro and kill him. Bomb comes in from Peachy and does not find anything, but all the traction that they need is on the side of the Sombruhs. Another Riptire comes out from JRepa, finds 3 on Jumpy Line, BTKilla, and Sadok. This is looking to be unwinnable for the Night Owls. It's all Oh, Kayro lands 3 of them though, and that's critical for the stall. He goes down. Deadly Kitten and Black Dragon manages to touch on the Doomfist and the Batiste. We're seeing the stall come in. BTKilla zones out the point with the Flux. And we're seeing the Coalescence come out from Sadok as well. The Sombruhs are still on the point and swinging here, all over the carts, but Kayro is just rotating around on this ball. At the same time, his teammates are constantly coming back here to contest the cart. MLG Kachiga finds Jumpy Lion in this messy fight, but the kills are just not coming in fast enough. Oh, never mind. We have 4 kills on the side of the Sombras. BTKilla is the last person on cart left as his baby D.Va. Jumpy Lion stalling with his Wraith form on top of the cart, but this is not looking winnable here. Doomfist touches again. It gets shattered. The bomb comes down and takes out Black Dragon. Peachy is going hard on this cleanup. Wicked moment with Coalescence, but Kayro is back once again, and Deadly Kitten is there as the BAP healing him from above. BTKilla also back on the D.Va, such a durable hero, absorbing a lot of the ult from MLG Kachiga. Doomfist is coming out, landing on point here. And suddenly, it's looking very winnable for the Night Owls. The kills are all coming in with their favor, and Jumpy Line finds 3 picks. MLG Kachiga does take out Jumpy Line, and J-Repa does take out BTKilla, but Black Dragon and Kayro have all the cleanup and space in the world here with Deadly Kitten on the high ground, and that's an easy win for the Night Owls. I say easy, of course, but it was not. It was a very contested fight that was a pleasure to watch. Of course, we'll be back again shortly, birds in the background and all, as we approach our third map in the series on Dorado.
Traveling to Dorado. Ready for battle.
Here we are on the streets of Dorado, looking at the third match between the Night Owls and the Sombras. Now, Dorado has been a map that both of these teams have taken a couple of times. In the quarterfinals, the Sombras actually had a very dominant-looking play on it. And then the Night Owls have had fairly strong showing on this map as well in the past, so we'll have to see whose favorite goes in. It looks like the Night Owls will be running their classic Owl comp, while the Sombras will be rolling out with their Junkrat and Echo that we saw in King's Row third point. See a little bit of poking and prodding coming out from Black Dragon from the angle as the rest of the Night Owls stay on the high ground. Looks like they're just going to let this first stretch of the payload roll up to the archway and then try to contest it there. You see some poking and posturing here as we wait for some hard engagements to start. The Reinhardts are hammering at each other, Plays for Cheese and Kayro going all in, while MLG Kachiga is pressuring the Farmer Steed combo as much as he can. Night Owls are being forced back a little bit. Black Dragon, though, does find Plays for Cheese, and that's a huge amount of the frontline pressure gone. Same with J-Repa getting taken down by Jumpy Line, and that should be it for the Sombras. MLG Kachiga trying to see if he can get any last picks, but has to back off. Right now, we have 2 minutes and 40 seconds left for the Sombras. They're just doing fine on time bank, but the Night Owls have already burned off a sizable chunk. Sombras are poking at it at the choke. J-Repa does manage to take out Deadly Kitten, but Slurch responds with a visor from the high ground that takes out MLG Kachiga faster than Lightning McQueen himself before Peachy can actually even get the defense matrix on him. However, the Sombruhs are moving up and taking a lot of space here. Especially plays for Cheese, who is taken out by Kayro right after and punished. BTKilla finds Repa and then manages cleanup of Token and Peachy here as the rest of the Night Owls funnel in to retake cart. We're seeing the Shatter and the Riptire up on the side of the Sombras with Transform and Diva Bomb coming up pretty soon after. But then on the side of the Night Owls, they actually have all their ultimates except for the Attack Visor. As long as they pace it out, this could spell serious trouble for the Sombras. We see a Shatter come out from Place for Cheese. Doesn't seem to be forcing the Night Owls back much. Black Dragon pops the barrage, no kills out of it. Kayro though does find Place for Cheese, and BTKilla destroys Peachy. Kayro getting the cleanup on Wicked Moment and Token too. MLG Kachiga does get a small bit of revenge against Black Dragon as he lasers him down, but then Sadok does get the revive. The Kitten does punish MLG Kachiga with that stagger because of the aggression, so the Night Owls are still at full 6, and there's only a minute left on the clock for the Sombras. They have a couple of ults to work with here, but then the Night Owls have done a very good job pacing this out. It looks like the Sombras are going to actually be going around to try and surprise them on the high ground, but the Night Owls are ready for them. They spotted out the rotation and have their Reinhardt and Pharah there pressuring. Irripa going for the Riptire. Does take out Deadly Kitten. That could be an important pickoff. Sadok drops real low and is taken out by MLG Kachiga, so now the support line is completely gone for the Night Owls. Jumpy Line finds Wicked Moment, and Black Dragon kills MLG Kachiga. A huge shatter by Kayro lands 3 of the Sombras on their back, responded to by a beat from Token, but then BTKilla taking up the slack with the Gravitic Flux and managed to take out Token. So now all the kills are here for the Night Owls. The bomb from Peachy just gets shielded on cart. This frantic stall isn't going to go anywhere. We have a high ground visor coming out from Jumpy Line to zone out the last hits and take out the kills, and we just see the cleanup coming from the Night Owls, and this was a clean first point hold from the Night Owls. They're looking so good on this composition and with this play on the cart maps. This escort map is just can be so difficult for teams to figure out how they want to it and how they want to be contesting and positioning, but Night Owls are looking very masterful on this map so far. See some support for both of the teams in the chat here, the Twitch chat. Oh wait, actually I'm not on Twitch and I don't have a chat. That's why it's a Scuffed stream. But we were supporting for both teams. I know there were players rooting for both of us. Have some normal bursting around in both spawns and sprays left and right. Good old graffiti artists. Menaces to the streets of Dorado on duty. I think we'll be running the same comps from both of the teams. The Sombras seem quite confident that their Echo and Eve are gonna sponge up Pharah's impact enough to keep this defense. Usually you would see teams go for a Bastion composition or some sort of cheese comp here, but it looks like they're gonna try and take the fight clean against the Night Owls here. No cheese with ease is gonna be happening. Pharah is just powdering at the high grounds as the Night Owls get the first zone for free. It looks like the Sombras are going to try and hold in the archway the same as the Night Owls did. Pharah and Mercy are forced back, but then Cheese with Cheese is dropping super low at the edge. MLG Kachiga trying to pressure out the Pharah to relieve that pressure. Does find Sadok on the Mercy actually, which will definitely make Pharah more passive. Looks like the Night Owls are just going to fall back a little bit, let this one go, and wait for their Mercy respawn. A good burst defense here from the Sombras. However, you have to remember that this is a still fairly Herculean task. We see the window come out from Deadly Kitten. The tire is coming around from J-Repa and does find Kayro, which is once again going to delay the push from the Night Owls. Place for Cheese finds BTKilla too. This is a stagger that isn't very favorable for the Night Owls, and it's looking more and more likely that could go either way right now. We do see 4 ults in the bank for the Sombruhs and 5 for the Night Owls. So we're probably going to be seeing some serious ult storm here as the Night Owls try and force the issue. Jumpy Line popping the visor on the front line. Doesn't look like it's taking on too much. Kayro lands on a very large shatter on the Diva. That's critical. And it charges at the Wicked moment. Black Draken takes out Place for Cheese and Peachy. MLG Chiga does take out Black Draken in the process, but BTKilla takes out J-Repa, and it's all looking for the Night Owls. MLG Kachiga is trying to make a last stand here himself, but he's just not having that impact he needs on the Echo, or rather he can't because he's 1 against 6. We see the stall coming out from Place for Cheese, and potentially from Peachy and J-Repa as well. But I just don't think it's possible. They're not contesting this Pharmacy in the sky right now, and on the ground, BTKilla and Kayro are just being so strong, and then we see the Flux come out, take out Place for Cheese, as Black Draken and Kayro just get this cleanup. Their support line has been just so consistent in keeping up this ground game and the air, and we get another win on the map for the Night Owls. Now in the standings, we have 2 wins actually for the Night Owls and 1 for the Sombruhs. So it's looking very much like it could go the way of either team here. It also has been brought to my attention that part of my graphics are potentially cut off in my stream, which is unfortunate, but it would not be a scuffed stream otherwise, so I cannot truly apologize for my actions here. I have just received news as well that we will be heading to Oasis as map 4.
Oasis, ready for battle.
I have been, so I know I'm going on this a lot, but I've been very impressed by the play of both of these teams here in this Scrub Cup semifinals. Night Owls and Sombruhs are both bringing their absolute A game to this tournament, and I really respect that. Looks like we'll be seeing the same comp come out from the Night Owls, while the Sombruhs will actually be running a dive comp that they have been seen running on Oasis before in scrims. So we'll have to see how that matches up between the two. They're running a Mercy and Lucio, which could be low healing, but if they play it right, could enable some incredibly good aggression. MLG Kachiga is on the Soldier now, a pick that we have not seen him on either. The Sombruhs will be taking the high ground using the jump pad thanks to Lucio, while the Night Owls will be taking the opposite side of point, probably to avoid covering fire from the Sombruhs. Ichi's dropping down to contest, is going to have to back off here in a moment, and taking her place is Place for Cheese, also contesting. Now, the rest of the Sombruhs are engaging hard now onto the Night Owls, but Draken finds MLG Kachiga, which means that he is wide open in the skies right now. Takes out Token too now. That is some incredible burst damage coming out there from the Pharah. J-Repa takes out Jumpy Lion. Kayro avenging Jumpy Lion though with a takedown on J-Repa himself. Place for Cheese is moving back in. Does not look like he's going to be engaging. And Kayro cleans up Wicked Moment with a final blow on that fight. See, the Night Owls are just going to be posturing by these doors here and getting ready for the next fight that's going to be coming in, as the Sombruhs are looking to engage and ideally get that point control. No ultimates on the board yet, though Kayro and J-Repa are probably the ones to look for, as well as Deadly Kitten and Wicked Moment. So there's 2 ultimates on the board for each team. Mr. Cheese is looking for the dive here. Probably will be looking to dive on the Soldier. We see the window come out from Deadly Kitten, and will be forcing them back the team. Kayro Shatter does not land any picks in place for Cheese, clears off the high ground of the soldier. But BTKilla does take down that Winston, and there's just, the kills are coming in the Night Owl's favors as Jumpy Line picks up MLKachiga, his counterpart. J-Repa does take down Jumpy Line right after, but it's too late. Night Owls already have the kills, and the Sombruhs are being forced off the point. However, J-Repa has not spent that tire nor the Valkyrie for Wicked Moments. So we're seeing potentially 6 ults soon from the Sombras, and only 3, maybe 4 from the Night Owls. This will probably go in the way of the Sombras. Jumpy Line gets an early pick on J-Repa, and Black Dragon finds place for Cheese in a solo ultimate against that Winston to ensure the shutdown of that push. However, that cost them one of their 3 ultimates there, but the Night Owls already have 89% on the points. So far, the Night Owls have been looking very dominant here on this Oasis first map. J-Repa coming up with a tire, going as MLKachiga takes up control on the high ground. Jumpy Lion pops the visor, doesn't seem to find anything, but Black Dragon finds MLKachiga as plays for Cheese, it zones out the soldier. Diva Bomb comes out from Peachy, does not find anyone as Kayro takes out Token. Wicked Moment does resurrect Token though, keeping up the fight a little more. BTKilla finds the kill on Wicked Moment immediately after his place for Cheese takes out Sadok in this messy and gritty fight. MLKachiga pops the visor and BTKilla uses his flux to take on J-Repa and Peachy, but MLKachiga has the cleanup on Deadly Kitten as well. Jumpy Lion, BTKilla, and Kayro are just still on that point and absolutely wailing on any stragglers. Token is contested as best as he could, but his first point 100% to 0% in the favor of the Night Owls. Makes me wonder what the plan is going to be from the Sombras going forth here, because they picked the Oasis map and it's just not looking in the favor of them. However, it's important to keep in mind that the Night Owls did not look nearly as strong on Lijiang Tower, which was also a King of the Hill map. So we'll have to see if this momentum that the Night Owls are bringing into this game is going to be maintained. Looks like the Sombras are going to continue running this dive comp here, and meanwhile, the Night Owls will be continuing with their brawl with the Pharah Mercy. Both teams are closing in on the point. It looks like the Sombras are going to be taking control of that high ground, which could pose some serious issues for the Night Owls. Night Owls are trying to focus down that Winston, but use a slippery target and isn't going to be targeted so easily. Shoots the jump. Cheese is all over the back line. He does take down Deadly Kitten in that confusion, but Jumpy Lion takes down MLKachiga, and Token finds Jumpy Lion in return. These kills are all over the place. BTKilla does get J-Repa, but dies to his own rock, it would seem. Sadok and Black Dragon both suicide in the pit, and Night Owls will be choosing to reset. That was a very messy fight, and frankly, I'm not sure what happened that made it go one way or the other there. But that high ground did end up being very important for setting up their the Sombras base camp. Night Owls are pushing back in through the main choke. J-Repa already has a tire, and this could come in clutch here. We see MLKachiga poking at the Pharmacy, but J-Repa actually finds Deadly Kitten, and she destroys Jumpy Lion as plays for Cheese also eliminates Kayro, and this is just a clean sweep up for the Sombras. Night Owls will be forced back into that spawn and setting up a new plan as MLKachiga just takes out those final blows. We do see 3, maybe 4 ults on the side of the Sombras here, as the Night Owls will be trying to engage with their Gravitic Flux, their Attack Visor, potentially Earth Shatter, and their Batiste Window. Looks like the The Night Owls are actually coming up from the stairs and trying to take down the high ground. They do find an early pick on plays for Cheese, but we see the visor come out from Jumpy Line at the same time as the tire comes out from J-Rep and takes out both of the DPS on the side of the Night Owls. She uses the bomb, it finds Deadly Kitten, but I think that fight was already won. J-Rep does go down to Kayro though right after. Black Dragon actually ended up swapping to the McCree here. It's 86% to 0% though, and it makes me wonder as Peachy gets this cleanup if the Night Owls can even touch the point here. 96%. It looks like 98%. Looks like their McCree managed to touch just in time Black Dragon, but he's going to be dove on by that Winston. Sadok doesn't manage to find huge kills with the Shatter, and even the one that he did hit was negated by Token's Sound Barrier. Gravitic Flux comes out from BTKilla, but the Flux are just not coming through. Black Dragon finds Token, and Sadok finds J-Repa, but plays for Cheese and Wicked Moment are evening up the fight with kills and reses of their own as MLG Kachiga just gets that cleanup once again on the Echo's high damage. A dominant showing by Sombruhs that shows that they're perhaps not nearly as out of this fight as we would think.
Ready for battle.
Now, on this university stage, we're going to be seeing some more close-range comps. We have some caster trolling going on the side of the Night Owls right now. Looks like the Night Owls will be opting for probably a brawl comp with the Reaper and May and the Brigitte Moira, as the Sombras will be going for a brawl comp of their own, favoring the Junkrats over the May and the Diva over the Sigma. They will also be running the Lucia though over the Brig, so they have control of the point first here, and the Night Owls will have to bludgeon their way in through. A Maywall opens up the choke, and we see a bold charge from plays for Cheese backfire as Kayro takes him out. Now, without a main tank here, I think the Sombras are really going to struggle to take this point control. A nice wall by Black Dragon allows Kayro to take out Token, and this is just cleanup. Deadly Kitten moving in super aggressively with Jumpy Line, and they're just cleaning up. Plays for Cheese goes down again, and with an overwhelming first point capture, you see the Night Owls here with complete control over these chokes. No switches are coming through. J-Repa has the tire once again. This has been kind of a theme. He's been coming in with these tires and getting them quickly, but you see the rally come in from Deadly Kitten. Tire from J-Repa does find Black Dragon, and Deadly Kitten just as plays for Cheese pressures Kayro out, and this is already 4 members of the Night Owls down as J-Repa also finds BTKilla and Peachy finds Jumpy Line, and this is a clean, hasty sweep in just a matter of seconds for the Sombras. NA Team 4 has just been looking really strong even when getting beaten, and I don't think this fight is nearly done with its surprises. Just saw a cool bird outside. We now have the Night Owls moving in with the Flux. Ooh, that's a rough whiff. Jumpy Lion also does not find anyone with that Death Blossom as Peachy absorbs almost all of it. Coalescence has out from both sides. Arrow and Deadly Kitten all over the place for Cheese, Reinhardt, and the Blizzard comes out from Black Dragon in a costly fight. Jumpy Lion finishes off J-Repa, and Sadok finishes off Peachy, and the Night Owls take the point, but at what cost? They used 4 ults there. And meanwhile, the Sombras only used 1. That could be a fatal mistake that they could be coming to regret later as they get stormed by the Sombras here. Sombras is a pretty fun team name. I wonder the story behind that. Anyways, Deadly Kitten and Jumpy Lion applying some early pressure. A wall comes out from Black Dragon, doesn't manage to catch anything. Another tire from J-Repa from the coastline. Does not get any picks though. Jumpy Lion does take out his counterpart in ML Kachiga and also plays for Cheese. Kayro lands a fat shatter on Peachy and Token and gets the charge kill. as Black Dragon looks for the cleanup on the Moira, and Jumpy Line takes out J-Repa, so that does force back the Sombruhs and buy a little more time for the Night Owls to try and build up some ults. However, they do use their Shatter, and they have no ultimates ready for this fight. They might have the Death Blossom and Blizzard during it, but that's about it. She tosses in the bomb on top of the Blaze for Cheese Shatter and finds 3 kills. That's massive. Blaze for Cheese finishes up Kayro, and Jumpy just can take one token, but that's all. However, we do see a 99% take, which means that the Night Owls only have to take control of the point once here, and they win this. Now, we are playing till 5 maps, though. So that does mean that even if the Night Owls or the Sombruhs take this point, we'll still be seeing another map. Night Owls are pushing in here. Doesn't look like they're hard engaging yet, though. We see a Death Blossom come in from Jump Line, eaten a lot by Peachy again, and then MLG Kachiga responding with a Death Blossom of his own, finds Deadly Kitten and Sadok, and BTKilla immediately after. Peachy and Wicked Moment take the cleanup duty, and suddenly it's 99% to 90%, and it doesn't even look like the Night Owls will be even able to touch. Shatter comes out from Place for Cheese. Oh, a Whiff Blizzard from Black Dragon. Place for Cheese takes out Deadlykin. They do manage to touch. And there's a lot of point presence here from the Sombras. A couple of kills come in for the Night Owls, but they're just not able to get on that point. I don't even know if that Blizzard would have made a difference because it just the Night Owls weren't able to get that control that they needed there at the end. I feel like that ult economy really set them behind, and the Sombras were just masterful with that ult conservation that set them up for that victory at the end. We're back on Arden's stage of Oasis, potentially looking at, or at match point, potentially looking at the final map of this series, of this stage, because this is map 4, and if the Sombras win this, they'll go 2-2. And we'll be seeing an intense-looking map 5. Both the comps looking similar, though we will be seeing Black Dragon on that McCree again that he pulled out earlier on the Garden stage. We'll have to see if he's trying what he's going to try and do with that. Perhaps check the Echo a little more. Night Owls are running the Moira Brig comp that they were using before and are taking on the high ground, but Kayro gets trapped by the Junkrat and just burned down by Peachy and the spam damage characters. This for Cheese putting in the pinch as the sustain from Wicked Moment comes in, and the kills come against Night Owls here as the Sombras get first point cap. Line gets a small last bit of revenge on Place for Cheese, but the rest of the cleanup comes in as Token just eliminates Deadlykin, who is trying to get away. Black Dragon is now on the Reaper and Deadlykin is on the Lucio, so they're going to try and play a faster paced brawl here. We'll have to see if that works against J-Repa's Junkrat and MLG Kachiga's Echo, which provides so much damage coming in through these chokes. Looks like they're coming from the bottom and trying to stay close to the point killer to avoid spam damage. Kayro finds J-Repa as he drops down, and Sadok with a kill, followed up by Jumpy Line's Visor kills, manages to clean up the point. Place for Cheese uses his Primal and attempts to stall the point and finds Jumpy Line. It's not going to last long. BTKilla and Kayro sweeping the floor, and suddenly, just as abruptly, we have the play coming in for the Night Owls. I'm here at the entrance from J-Repa. They're looking for an opening, the Sombras, as they try and re-engage here on the Night Owls. Jumpy Line and the rest of the team, the Night Owls taking that high ground. That could be really tough for the Sombras to push out, but they do have that dive comp, which has a huge advantage here. We see Place for Cheese jumping down to the point to try and contest. A couple ults coming in. We see Wicked Moments and MLG Kachiga investing their ultimates. J-Repo with a huge tire grabs 3 kills here. From here, it just looks like it's going to be clean out. Oh, that looks like a misclick from Blackjack, and that could be... They could have used that Death Blossom potentially here. The point progress here is even, but at the same time, I can't help but feel that there's definitely an advantage here for the Sombras. They have that beat, they have that Diva Bomb, and are pretty close to a Primal Rage as well. While the Night Owls have maybe a beat at best. They burned too many ults there and got too little value. They come in from the bottom hoping for avoiding that spam and just ceding that high ground. No picks coming through yet though. We do see a pick from Jumpy Lion onto MLG Kachiga. And a Diva Bomb come out from Peachy that could be impactful. Jumpy Lion picks off J-Repa, and Wicked Moment does res MLG Kachiga, who then takes out Black Dragon. The picks are definitely looking in the direction of the Sombras here, as the Shatter lands from Kayro, and he picks off 2. He picks off Token and MLG Kachiga, but Plays with Cheese is still on there with Peachy, and they are equalizing. They take out Jumpy Lion. Plays for Cheese dropping real low, but does get the back from Wicked Moment with her Valkyrie. Black Dragon back on the Tracer looking for a stall, and I just don't know if it's going to happen. Sadok pops the Coalescence here, and Jumpy Line is going to be using the Visor to try and clean up. Cheese with the... Plays for Cheese though, walling him out as J-Repa and MLG Kachiga still having an oppressive point presence now on the Reaper for MLG Kachiga. And all the picks are coming in for the Sombras here. There's a little bit of last resistance here from Kayro on the ball. Looks like this will have an end put to it by J-Repa's tire damage and the Reaper, and just it all went in a dominant fashion towards the Sombras, despite the strong showing from the Night Owls at the start. So now in a 2-2 tied series, we're going to be going into a map 5 between teams NA4 and team NA16. That was a very impressive showing from both of the teams. It seems pretty clear to me that NA4 has a serious advantage on these King of the Hill maps. However, there were only 2 in the pool, which means they don't have any more unless they go to a map 6 with Nepal. This would require one of the 2 CP maps, so we have Volskaya, Anubis, and Route 66 left in the pool, I believe, and Eichenwald. Eichenwald is banned, which leaves Route 66 and the 2 maps in. And it seems that we'll be going to Route 66 here. Sombras is opting to stick with that Junkrat Echo dive comp that they were running on Oasis and saw some success in, which is it's an interesting pick, but not one that I oppose because they were looking very strong and coordinated on it. Meanwhile, we'll be seeing the same composition coming out for attack from the Night Owls with their Sigma, Rhine, Soldier, Pharah, Mercy, and Batiste. It's an interesting hybrid Frankenstein of a comp with the Batiste and the Mercy, because usually you have a little bit of a rock concert here in Spawn, but normally you'd be opting to run an Ana or a Moira perhaps more with the Brawl than a Batiste, but Deadlykin has just looked very good on this Batiste with fairly strong immortality fields and strong heals for the tank line. We see the Sombras here posturing up for a dive on the gas station as Black Dragon pokes in on the Pharah here, looking for some picks. Doesn't look like there's going to be any boop off the gas station. Sometimes you see Pharahs go for that with the concussive blast. Ooh, an Orly shield force from Plays for Cheese, though, definitely seems like it could cause some issues with resources later. We see some commitment coming in from the Sombras, but all the picks here are going towards the Night Owls as Black Dragon finds Wicked Moment, BTKilla finds Plays for Cheese, and Black Dragon once again with another kill manages to find J-Repa. Kayro with the kill on Token, and it's all red in the kill feed right now. Now, because that fight happened very early near Big Earl's gas station, we'll probably be seeing another engagement here from the Sombras as they try to stop the cart here at the last section of point A. They jump down from the high ground. Plays for Cheese could get some serious pressure here from Kayro. Black Dragon in with the ultimate on Plays for Cheese. A lot of it absorbed by Peachy, but not quite all of it. The picks once again coming in. Jumpy Lion and Kayro get picks of their own. A visor comes in from Deadly Kin. That might be a ways to finishes off the Valkyrie from the Mercy. No, it wasn't even. Yeah, the Valkyrie usage of the Mercy, but perhaps not necessary. Black Dragon is going to be spamming away at the choke point here, trying to see if he can get some pickoff during the transition. We also have some ultimates online now here. We have the Tire from J-Repa, the Transform from MLG Kachigas, and the Beat from Token, in addition to a smattering of other ultimates on the sides of the Night Owls. J-Repa is in position, though, on the side to try and get a Tire. Manages to find two very key picks in Kayro and Deadlykin. Jumpy Line is running off here as Wicked Moment goes for the sustain. A lot of people dropping low on the side of the Sombras though, and Black Dragon and Sadok are still uncontested. Sadok is going for the res potentially, but Black Dragon finds three on both of the tanks and on J-Repa. And this looks like it's actually going to stay in control of the Night Owls despite so few players left. We see the Night Owls getting in position here to catch that engagement from the high ground. Black Dragon gets pressured down and absolutely murdered by MLG Kachiga. The beat comes in from Token and the flux from BTKilla. And now we're going in hard here with ultimates flying from both sides. Not any huge picks yet. Sadok reses Black Dragon, who goes for a barrage, which finds Wicked Moments. And MLG Kachiga, though, does get some serious damage on BTKilla. Plays for Cheese, getting picks of his own. And it's so back and forth in the kill feed now. It doesn't look like anyone is left here except for just a couple stragglers on the side of the Sombras. But then they have Wicked Moment re-engaging here and stalling on the Moira and Token on the Lucio. Such hard targets here as Sadok and Black Dragon try to handle it with the Pharmacy. We have the re-engage from Jumpy Line using the Visor and the rest of the team of the Night Owls, and they're going to just be running over these last few members of the Sombras here. Peachy does manage to find some vengeance on Jumpy Lion, but is not going to be having a happy time here. Catches the backhand of Kayro's hammer on the way out. We're not seeing any compositional switches here, though. I have a feeling that we might see Black Dragon swapping off the Pharah, though, after that barrage, because it's going to be hard to be finding value in this point 3 of the Route 66 where it's such close quarters combat. He's going for some pressure on the backlines right now. Not quite finding what he wants, though, as Plays for Cheese and Kayro dance on the front line. A barrage comes in from Black Dragon, does mow down Plays for Cheese before any defense matrix can come in, and Kayro does find Token, so this is still going for the Night Owls here. We see some picks and going in still. Not quite the burst damage we need. Black Dragon does manage to find J-Repa, and MLG Kachiga in the backline is probably going to get taken out here. He uses his Wraith form to get out and stall for a little longer. But, oh, he finds Deadly Kitten on the way out, though. Black Dragon kills Plays for Cheese, and then MLG Kachiga right after. J-Repa taking up the torch here to recontest. Ultimates coming out from the Night Owls to try and keep contesting. J-Repa taken down with his tire by a well-timed rocket. Peachy, though, taking up the stalling as well as Token with the beats. Taken out again. Another barrage from Black Dragon is going to pressure Plays for Cheese's shield down, but Black Dragon is taken out by Wicked Moments. The kills are now coming in for blue, and it looks like this is going to be the respawn advantage taking in the win. MLG Kachiga does pop the Death Blossom, and J-Repa and Peachy do finish up the cleanup job. And it looks like that's a hold from the Sombras. Now, they have no ults on the board here. Absolutely none. And the Night Owls will be bringing in a couple ults here still, all the same. Deadly Kitten up on top of the truck, trying to spam in here. Getting pressured out potentially by MLG Kachiga. J-Rippa has another tire, and Black Dragon goes for a flank ult, but no dice from it. Goes for an aggressive stun and gets punished for it. J-Rippa finds the pick on Black Dragon. So this does not look great for the Night Owls anymore. They only have 50 seconds left. Actually, a little under 50 seconds, now 40. And while they have the Attack Visor and the Valkyrie, potentially the Gravitic Flex and Batiste window as well, they're going to be pushing into the Shatter Bomb combo and a Riptire from the flank. J-Rep is so ready for this tire. Spam damage is coming in. The Brawl starts to engage here as Jumpy Line hits the visor from the high ground, gets walled out by a beat and the defense matrix. He does find 2 kills actually though on Wicked Moment Token when they drop low. MLG Kachiga does take down Jumpy Line as Black Dragon on the Doomfist takes out Peachy. Peachy though equalizes by taking out both of the supports of the Night Owls, and that's a brutal pickoff. BTKilla takes out plays for Cheese, but MLG Kachiga says no and goes in for that Death Blossom that cleans up everyone on points. Jumpy Line may be able to break MLG Kachiga's knees with those jukes trying to run past him, but it just is not going to be the answer as he tries and fails to recontest the point. Now, this is a little troublesome for the Night Owls because they did not actually capture the 3rd point despite very strong offense. So this means that there's a pretty clear win condition now. There's not going to be any more stages on this map. This is where it ends. If the Night Owls can hold the Sombras here, they win and go to the finals. And if the Sombras can capture the 3rd point of Route 66 in its entirety, they will be going on to the finals.
Personality synchronization 100%. Good to be back.
Looks like we might be seeing pretty much the same comps here. Oh yeah, and if any of you have seen Sinatra's MVP skin, I won't lie, it looks pretty clean. Not my personal taste, despite the severe Area 51 invasion vibes, but I don't know, I'm a little more of a classic myself. We see the teams rolling out here, getting in position. Route 66 is definitely a much harder map to leverage that Pharmacy though, because it has a lot less vertical cover. The cliffs can provide some, but there's not as many tall buildings. We're going to see the dive comp coming out from the Sombras once again. And both teams are still showing that absolute mastery that they have over these escort maps. I know for a fact that Route 66 is actually a map that the Night Owls chose, despite generally avoiding it as a weaker map because they were concerned about the strength that the Sombras have shown on 2CP maps. We see some stall out on the cart here thanks to the Edge of Big Earls, our real MVP here, as Place for Cheese takes a rock to the nose. Nothing really happening here yet. We see a few people dropping low, but no takedowns. Just some aggressive poking. It looks like the Night Owls might be forcing them back though. MLG Kachiga though lands the stickies and the laser on Black Dragon, which might force out the res if it wasn't used already. At the same time though, this does provide an opening and a lot of relieved pressure. Jumpy Line with a very fast visor manages to take out Token. There's no response for the enemies here. They take out MLG Kachiga too. There's just nothing that they can do against this early visor. Plays for Cheese, still trying to go in. He pops the Primal Rage here, but he's just taking so much damage. J-Repa finds Deadly Kitten with the tire. Also finds Kayro soon after, and Black Dragon suicides on point. Or try and reset. BTKilla still going for the stall. Maybe a little bit of miscommunication, but no. It looks like the Night Owls are still going to try and hold here. We see Kayro going down. I don't think he's going to last long. And then we have... So here we see Deadly Kitten and Black Dragon invest their ult here. It's a 2v5. Deadly Kitten finds MLG Kachiga. Black Dragon finds 3 kills here. And while there was a long pause here due to technical difficulties that may have gone over the regulated 3 minutes mark, according to the Night Owls, but it went in the favor of them during this fight. However, I definitely have heard some upset feelings about it. Peachy does go for the suicide on the reset for ult. But yeah, there was some concerns with equity here on pause timing, as they were given 1.5 minutes of pause time and presumably received more than that time. Without the agreement of both teams. However, both teams are going to go at it again. Looks like we're having the dive initiate as Peachy takes an accretion from BTKilla. Ooh, we have place where she's going for a back cap, but getting caught out by the Pharah. Peachy finds 2 once again with the bomb against Kayro and Black Dragon, which are key picks as Plays for Cheese takes down Sadok. Jumpy Line caught 1 with the attack visor, but just was not going to have it as MLG Kachiga takes the cleanup on him. The kills are all blue here in the kill feed. As we move on to point 2 on the Streets phase, there's only we have about 3 minutes here left for the Sombruhs. Jumpy Line dropping low after taking a Junkrat mine to the nose. We're just pushing the cart right now. It's the comp classic, quick play classic of someone needs to keep that payload moving, but looks like they're content to just wait on the fight since they have the dive power. We see Plays for Cheese moving in now, going in for a little more aggression. There's going to be a Reinhardt hammer up there though, and it could be unfortunate. We'll see how it goes. Sadok dropping low, but it does get out. Black Dragon pops the barrage, completely walled out by Peach. J-Repa finds Sadok though, that's a really important pickoff. MLG Kachiga also taking BTKilla really low, but saved for the moment by an immortality field, only to die just right after. Jumpy Lion finds Plays for Cheese and pops the visor, but just by then his team is gone. And MLG Kachiga just has all the cleanup. This man is so threatening on the Sekko. The Streets phase is looking completely controlled here by the Sombruhs. Plays for Cheese finds a stagger on Sadok, who is waiting for the response, and that's rough. Looks like the Night Owls are maybe trying to push out for a final contest. They are. BTKilla pops the Griffin, and that prompts the token to go for the sound barrier, and for MLG Kachiga to go for the Reinhardt copy. Finds 2 with that massive hammer swing. And the point is just once again in the control of the Sombruhs in a dominant fashion. They have 2.5 minutes on the clock to capture point 3. However, it looks like it might stall out for a little bit. PG only has her bomb as the only ultimate online for the Sombruhs, while the Night Owls have only Shatter and Valkyrie. We do see a swap onto the Ashe from Black Dragon. Probably because once again of the sight lines and ceiling in this point, but it's not a pick that we've commonly seen for him. The bomb comes in from Peachy. Does catch Sadok though. That's dangerous. This could be an opening here for some ground taking by the Sombruhs. They're pushing up on the cart here. MLG Kachiga moving in. He's on fire, but doesn't look like he's going to get anything. Plays for Cheese takes out Black Dragon, and MLG Kachiga and Plays for Cheese just clean up everything, and this is looking brutal. It's all blue in the kill feed, and just everyone is going down. I don't even know if Night Owls is going to be able to stall this out. We have a couple trickles onto the point from Sadok and Jumpy Lion, but it's just not happening. Black Dragon is going for a last stall in the Doom Fist. BTKilla also taken out by J-Repa. We have 2 more kills coming in from Peachy and MLG Kachia, and it plays for Cheese, and it just all collapses. And suddenly, we see that the one going to the finals will be NA Team 4, the Sombruhs. In an exciting 5-map game between the Sombruhs and the Night Owls, we just got to see some outstanding Overwatch here. I was really impressed by everyone's performance, and tip my hats to the coaches of both teams for their efforts. Now, let's see if I can get an interview with one of the players from one of the teams. It sounds like Black Draken will actually be available from the losing team, the Night Owls, for some commentary on this match. Oh wait, that's me. So Black Draken, what were your thoughts on this match? How did you feel going in? Well, we thought that it was a pretty good. We knew it'd be a tough match. The Sombras, they had outstanding coaching, outstanding synergy, and I have to respect that. They won fair and square. We're a little upset about the pause time, and I think that there were some issues potentially with that. But as a whole, it was an outstanding match. So how did you feel about how it compared to the finals match? We saw that was a 3-0 in favor of the Sombras. Well, we felt that put us as essentially the second best team in the league, honestly, because we put up a much better fight. No disrespect, of course, to the Rainbow Horses, the less than 6. They were very good as well, but this was really just a lot better of a match in my subjective, biased opinion as a member of the Night Owls. Of course, you got to stand up for your own team, right? Well, with that, everyone, we'll be pretty much calling it a day. See you, Black Draken. Thank you for having me here, and take care. Yep. And with that, the Scuffed stream will be coming to a close. Thank you, everyone, for listening in. Let's see. I have a couple things to say. So credits for the no copyright songs used during transitions will be in the description below if you're looking for them. Production for this stream was by me, Anima, Black Draken. The voicing also by me. The camera work also by me. Very scuffed camera work, but camera work nonetheless. The graphics done by me using Microsoft Paint. And I would like to just give a shout out to my fabulous team. They've just been really great, honestly.